Welcome back to Video Game Anniversary of the Day, brought to you by MaxCubeGaming. Let's go back to 1999 with this one, as it's the 25th anniversary of the release of one of the very first MMORPGs ever, EverQuest. Developed by Daybreak and Darkpaw Games, EverQuest is the definition of what the MMORPG experience is. Explore a massive, fantastic world full of fantasy and epic quests. Battle through dungeons and take down challenging foes. Developed by also Verant Interactive and 908 Studios for the PC. It was also released by Sony Entertainment for the PS2. Many of the elements in EverQuest has been drawn from text-based MUD, multi-user dungeons, games particularly like Dinku MUDS, which in turn was inspired by traditional role-playing games such as Dungeons and Dragons. In EverQuest, players created a character, also known as an avatar or a car or a toon, by selecting one of 12 races in the game, which were humans, high elves, wood elves, half elves, dark elves, Eaterites, barbarians, dwarves, halflings, gnomes, orcs, and trolls. In the first expansion, lizard people were introduced. Cat people, frog people, and dragon people were all introduced in later expansions. At creation, players selected each character's adventuring applications, or classes, such as wizards, rangers, or clerics. A Patreon identity and starting city, customization of the character's facial appearance is available at creation. Hair color, face style, facial hair color, eyes, so on and so forth. This was the model of future MMORPGs, where you create your character theoretically, from his style, to his look, to a class he's gonna play, to his visuals, to his voice. EverQuest featured 14 playable classes: warrior, monk, rogue, cleric, druid, shaman, wizard, magician, necromancer, enchanter, paladins, shadow knights, bard, and ranger. EverQuest began as a concept by John Swilney in 1999. The original design is credited to Brad McQuid and Steve Clover along with Bill Trost. It was developed by Sony's 909 Studio and its early 1999 spin-off, Verant Interactive, and published by Sony Entertainment. Since its acquisition of Verant in late 1999, EverQuest was developed by Sony Entertainment itself. EverQuest launched with modest expectations from Sony and their developers, but quickly became successful. By the end of the year, it had surpassed competitive Ultima Online in numbers of subscriptions. Numbers continued to rise rapidly until mid-2001 when the growth slowed. The game launched with volunteer guides who act as basic customer service / support via petitions. The issues could be forwarded to the game master assigned to the server or resolved by the volunteer. Other guides would serve in administrative functions within the program and or assist the quest triumph with dynamic and precision live events throughout the individual server. There have been 30 expansions since the original game's release. The expansions are purchased separately and provided additional content to the game. For example, raising the maximum character level, adding new races, class zones, continents, questing, equipment, and game features. The expansion ideas have been mimicked in future MMORPGs, for example, World of Warcraft, and there's several expansions throughout the years. The reception of EverQuest was mostly positive on release. Here are their scores. Metacritic, 85 out of 100. All games, 5 stars out of 5. Computer Games Magazine, 4.5 out of 5. Game Pro, 5 stars out of 5. Game Revolution, an A-. GameSpot, 8.4 out of 10. IGN, another 8.4 out of 10. Next Generation, a 5 stars out of 5. And PC Gamer US gave it an 86 out of 100. Rewards. EverQuest was named GameSpot's 1999 Game of the Year in its Best and Worst of 1999. GameSpot would also include it in their website in an article within the greatest games of all time. GameSpot UK would also rank it the 14th on the list of 100 best computer games of the millennia in 2000. The Academy of Interactive Arts and Science named EverQuest their Online Game of the Year during their 3rd annual Interactive Achievement Awards. Wow, Game Revolution named it the best PC RPG game of 1999. Time stated the best of 1999 in tech category, and Entertainment Weekly would include it in their top 10 Hall of Fame video games of the 90s. EverQuest was mostly pre-ordered in PC titles on ebgames.com way back in the day, prior from its release, March of 1999. The game had 10,000 active subscribers within 24 hours of launch, making it the highest-selling online role-playing game on its point. It achieved 60,000 subscribers by April of 1999, literally a month after. 6 months later, it went almost to 500,000 copies, and with 150,000 active subscribers. By 2000, the game's domestic sales alone reached almost 250,000. NPD Tech World, a firm that tracked sales in the United States, reported that 500,000 units of EverQuest was sold by December 2002. Subscriptions would rise over 500,000 active accounts for 4 years after its release in 2003. But by the end of 2004, the title's lifespan, sales exceeded 300 million copies worldwide and reached an active subscriber peak of 500,000. As September 2020, EverQuest has roughly 70,000 subscribers and 80,000 monthly active players. Who remembers this iconic game? Who played it? Which expansion did you play? Which class did you run? This game, along with games like Neverwinter Nights, Ultima Online, Dark Ages, and Clanlord, are just to name a few, have opened the doors to gamers into a world of MMORPG. Thanks to these games like MapleStory, Star Wars Old Republic, RuneScape, and the legendary World of Warcraft were born. So let me know your thoughts of EverQuest. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.